This is the rundown with Rubio for Friday, March 1st, 2024. Everything happens for a reason. California recently passed Bill AB 1228. Now, this bill states that if you're a fast food chain that sells bread as a standalone item, you have an exemption. You do not have to pay the $20 minimum wage. You can keep it at $16. Great thing. Wow, it just happens to go to people that are selling bread as a standalone item. Well, it turns out that Greg Flynn, one of the big owners of Panera Bread, happened to donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to Gavin Newsom's campaign. Wow, that is one hell of a coincidence. Good job, Greg. Way to see between the lines there, bud. There are winners and losers in life. Recently, Mark Cuban was on a podcast where he says Elon Musk has destroyed X, formerly known as Twitter, by allowing free speech. He said, quote, Instagram, TikTok, those are still chill. But X, or formerly known as Twitter, it's just violent. You can't get anything right there. Number one, Mark, stop saying the word chill. You're not an 18-year-old boy or 14-year-old girl. That just, it's weird. And number two, Cuban got recently under fire because he was putting all that stuff on X, formerly known as Twitter, about DEI, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's going back to him and said, hey, if you're so into DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, well, how come half your basketball team isn't Asians? Or half of them aren't Mexicans? Half of them aren't whites? What about that? And he was trying to go back and forth, and people were just crushing him. If you can't handle the heat, man, get out of the kitchen. Accept and embrace. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre stated, quote, as police chiefs will tell you, across the country, we've seen actually a significant drop in crime. Now, this is simply not true. I have many friends that are in law enforcement. I talked to them about this. I said, hey, is this true? They said, well, here's what's happening. Number one, many people are simply not reporting crimes anymore because they know we can't go out to help them. There's nothing we could do. So if Walgreens has someone steal $856 worth of stuff in California, certain states like that, nothing happened. It has to be above 900. And so he says, number one, they're not calling in the crimes anymore, so they don't get reported. And he goes, second, what happens is if we bring them in, we can't book them. So we have to just let them go. So yeah, you're wrong. This is 100% not true. Working hard is not enough. Tracie Porter, this is the judge who's trying to keep El Trumpo off the ballot in Illinois. Excuse me, this one excites me. Turns out she's a traffic judge that presides over minor traffic violations. At some point, do we just say, hey, we get it that you're trying to go after El Trumpo, but if you're a lower tier judge, maybe you don't have the authority to say, hey, this presidential candidate is not allowed on the ballot. Like, what's going on? And you know this is going to get overturned anyway. What a waste. Confidence is the key. Joey B had his physical and was declared fit for duty for office. Fantastic. In the past, doctors of the presidents have come out and taken some questions from the press. Obviously, this did not happen this time. And also, he did not take a cognitive test because they didn't need to do one. So remember, he's fit enough to be president, but he's not fit enough to go on trial like they said. Okay. If you have any questions, you can email rubio@therubiomethod.com. Have a great weekend.
Let's get going, gang!
Our dedicated staff is ready to work for you. ArtBeat specializes in custom apparel. Call us or order online. Free shipping nationwide. Custom printed shirts are our specialty, and we make sure you get exactly what you want. Bring in your own design or let our team create one for you. Promote your business, event, or club with pens, caps, bottles, mugs, and more.
Creating cool since 1985.